Right, let's do a brain training program for overcoming the cycle of overwhelm because when we are continually in an overwhelm or stress state or feeling as if we're not coping, feeling as if we can't cope with the challenges of what's going on in the world, and adding to it, you're now doing a program every day to maintain the brain training cycle so that your brain is constantly learning and constantly switching off what's unhelpful and activating what's helpful. Often, when we do that on a regular basis, it can bring up emotions and sensations that have been stored in the fat cells. So, as the fat cells are beginning to shrink, as we're beginning to melt excess away because we're now eating better, we're beginning to control our unhelpful urges, etc., then we can release the toxins that have been stored in those fat cells. And often that can bring up unhelpful emotions that have been stored, unhelpful uh, sensations or feelings or overwhelm in the brain where we just feel like we're not able to cope. And remember, any time when we're out of alignment with feelings of balance and harmony in the body and the brain, then we are producing an overabundance of belly fat hormone cortisol. So switching off the overwhelm cycle is something, along with managing stress. Yeah, the overwhelm cycle specifically is that feeling and that belief system that we can't cope or we're not going to be able to do it. And so, what we want to do is make sure that we're balancing that and ensuring that it's being managed regularly. So, what I'd love you to do is just find out, activate, because what we're going to do is switch off the I can't cope and activate I can. I want you to notice where in your body you experience any overwhelming feeling, as if you can't cope or you're not managing. Perhaps there's a particular area of your body or your head that you notice that there's the resistance or the fear or the tension or the heaviness, anything at all. Measure it on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being absolutely extreme, 0 nothing at all. And just begin. When you notice where that is, notice what it feels like, notice the sensations in either the body or the head. And as you rub on the sore spot, I want you to simply say, even though I have wiring that means I feel overwhelmed, it's time to switch it off. I'm learning to love and accept myself. That's it. Even though I have wiring that's causing me to feel overwhelmed, I'm learning to love and accept that I can. Even though I have wiring that's causing me to feel overwhelmed, it's time to switch that wiring off. That's not me. That's just wiring. It's time to switch it off. I want you to notice where it is. I want you to say, there it is. I feel it here. Notice where you feel it. It feels like this. State a description, as in tight, churning in the tummy, busyness in the head, a lump, whatever it feels like. It feels like this. It's causing emotions of, and state the emotion, whether it's dread or fear, stuckness, whatever the emotion is, it feels like and it's causing feelings of. I choose to switch that wiring off. That's it. And then move to the inside of the eye, just on the bridge of the nose, as you say, this sensation. On the outside of the eye, this feeling of overwhelm. Underneath the eye, it feels like, state what the sensation is again. That's it. Under the nose, as you simply say, this overwhelm. In the crease of the chin, that's not me, that's just wiring. And then back on the chest point, as you simply say, this feeling that there's too much to do and not enough time. This feeling of overwhelm. That's it. Keep rubbing on that point. Not enough to do. Too much to do and not enough time. That's it. And then move to the thumb point as you simply say, even though I've experienced that unhelpful reaction in the past. On the index finger, enough is enough. The past is the past. On the middle finger, that's not me. That's simply wiring. On the ring finger, I choose to switch overwhelm wiring off. On the little finger, enough is enough. The past is the past. I move on. I move forward. I am more confident every day. On the karate chop, I have permission to feel calm. Keep rubbing or tapping on that karate chop area as you simply say, I release anyone who may have taught me to react this way in the past. I release them from the need for an apology. I release the fear of not being good enough. I release the feeling that I can't cope. I don't need that anymore. I forgive myself for reacting this way in the past. I release the triggers that caused this reaction. The past is the past. I let it go. It's a relief to feel calm. I am in control. Better and better every day. The more patient I am, the better I feel. The better I feel, the more patient I am. I switch the wiring off. That's it. Enough is enough. The past is the past. I switch off overwhelm and state the sensation in the body. I switch it off. I switch off the emotional reaction. State that. I switch it off. That's simply old wiring. I choose to switch it off. I choose to switch it off. I feel calm. I feel organized. I feel in control. I give myself permission to do one thing at a time. I'm better than I was yesterday. Just one thing at a time is all it takes. I know exactly where to start. I choose clarity and focus. I breathe deeply. The deeper I breathe, the more focused I feel. The more focused I feel, the deeper I breathe. I make time for myself today. I am better every day. More focused every day. Calmer. I feel good. And then I'd like you to move to the Gamut point just on the back of the hand between the last two knuckles there as you simply say, I switch off overwhelm. And then using your eyes looking up to the ceiling on the right as you simply say this overwhelm, up to the ceiling on the left, this overwhelm, down to the floor on the right, this overwhelm, and the floor on the left, this overwhelm. And as you roll your eyes in a big circle one way, it's time to let it go. Back the other way, it is simply time to let it go. And as you breathe out, you move back to the karate chop area as you simply breathe out and say, I switch off overwhelm and activate action. I switch off I can't cope and I activate I can cope. I have permission to be me. Stronger every day, more focused every day. I have permission to feel calm. Permission to breathe deep. Breathing out 3 times as you say, I handle life's challenges more easily from today. That's it. I let it go. You can simply stop tapping there. I switch it off. That's it. I let it go. Great. Just assess how you're feeling. Just bring your attention back to your body or your head. Notice where the sensation or feeling is, if it's shifted or changed, if it's reduced and it's substantially reduced, it's barely there or not there at all, you can just move on with your day. If you do need to do it again, then you would just repeat the process and play around with the wording, play around with the points. There's no right or wrong with this. It's what you intuitively feel. If something shifts or changes, remember, as we're doing these, we get layers. So if the overwhelm has revealed fear, or if the overwhelm, once that's gone, has revealed a different layer, then you would just simply adapt this and change the wording from overwhelm to whatever it is now. So have fun with it, but if you have any questions, sing out to us and we can definitely help you and put you on the right track.